If you're a regular viewer of this program, you already know about Seclair and the work they do there. But if you're not familiar with this great local resource, here's a little insight as to what goes on at Seclair.
As a psychiatrist and as a physician, I have been in clinical care for more than 30 years. Over the years of my personal journey, I have taken advantage of the knowledge of medicine and the tools of medicine as they are traditionally known. I happen to also learn over the past 4 to 5 years many other possibilities which can enhance our abilities to heal. And at Seclair, we have begun to collect those jewels of wisdom, which includes how do we eat properly, how do we take care of our basic needs of respect and dignity, how do we get ourselves motivated to learn new ways of living in a mindful manner.
Every year, 1/3 of adults in the United States are using complementary and alternative medical treatments, modalities. Most of them, they are taking the medicines by the physicians, and they don't realize how much it could be dangerous because of the drug interactions.
So at Seclair, we not only talk about those many ways to heal and get better, we complement them very actively with traditional modes of medical care, which include medications, therapies, counselings, but we merge in mindfulness practices, yoga, nutritional counseling, and ways to learn how to be effective in interpersonal effectiveness, understanding that our behaviors are driven from our emotions, and our emotions leads to addictive behaviors.
Very fortunately, we are collaborating with a group of physicians and therapists and clinicians and also spiritual and holistic approach. We are applying those techniques here, and we are very fortunate to have a group of people who are very much skillful to provide these facilities to our community.
I'm very much impressed by the Seclair clinic because most of the patients are improving over here, and they are following the therapies, and any kind of struggles they have in their life, that has helped them to improve quite a bit. So I'm pretty impressed with the innovative techniques the Seclair using. The cost of medicine is so expensive these days, and the techniques you're using, the yoga and the wellness program as a Z Harmony, and all these things really add to the good health. And it also reduces the cost of healthcare costs, because most of the patients, just like for anything, the doctors prescribe prescription. And then over here, you use the both techniques, and that helps it very much, I think.
I am currently a physician assistant student studying at Chatham University. I'm getting my master's degree in physician assistant studies. I'm here at Seclair doing my psychiatry rotation. For our second year of our master's program, we do rotations. I have actually learned a lot, and it's kind of enlightened me and actually opened my eyes and my mind to the world of psychiatry and that part of medicine that I didn't think that I would find as interesting as I do. And I've learned a lot. I think generally speaking, as a whole, everyone is, like we've talked about, broken inside and struggling, and although, sometimes people have different struggles, in essence, they're all the same when it comes down to it. And it's almost like you see a patient over and over again, and they struggle and they struggle and they struggle every time you see them. And at points, it's like you start to lose hope, and then it's almost like after practicing and using the DBT skills and going through the motions, finally one day it clicks. And I've seen that with a few patients. It gets frustrating and you get worn down, but one day it's just like that, and they come alive. alive almost. It's like they come to life, and you see the skills working in the patients, and I think that's the miracle of the program here.
I've learned how to live with negative emotions in my life, whether it be heartache, disappointment, fear, anxiety, sadness. I've learned to coexist with those types of emotions without fighting them, which is what I had been doing unsuccessfully for quite some time before coming to see Claire.
We create our own anxieties, depression. When I realized that, was a big eureka for me. My blood pressure was skyrocketing, and for a while I was able to bring it back immediately. It was not a concern for me. But when the year passed by, the doctor says I have to do something about it. I mean, our mind is a racing mind. Thoughts, our actions are based on thoughts, and thoughts goes back and forth nonstop. And to be able to quiet your mind and indirectly your body to the point of stillness, it's the most unbelievable feeling.
Absolutely, my life is worth living now. Probably a year and a half, 2 years ago, I just felt like life was something I had to put up with. That's a pretty sad way to look at things. Pretty empty way to live your life. But it didn't take long for me to start incorporating the skills that I've learned, developing a more optimistic view of life. And now I realize that not only is breathing and walking and talking a good thing, but it's the best thing. It's a very happy place to be.
As people walk in the Z Harmony, they are very much welcomed by our staff at the reception desk. And as you walk in, you will see a small, beautiful gift shop, which is a multicultural gift shop, and you will see the things from different cultures. Seems like a good blend of East and West. And also there is a small part of the gift shop which we have dedicated to our patients and their skills, and they do a wonderful job, and we want to boost their morals for having that corner for them. And then if you see at Z Harmony, we have retreats going on, personal retreats going on, and personal retreats means that's not like a group of people, but if you have issues, you want to spend a day at Z Harmony, we have very talented and very educated doctors who help you to deal with your personal situations. And you practically stay here for the day and have your lunch and have your peaceful time. We have chiropractic care available here, and very effective way of dealing with your chronic pains. We have massage therapy here when you very, very talented professional person who do the massage therapy. And these all things, as you see, they are very natural process.
Well, Z Harmony is interested in implementing a complete, comprehensive wellness solutions for their patients. The uniqueness of our program is that we really customize our supplementation for each individual patient in a regimen-specific program. And we start out with an optimal health regimen that will identify that, and then we can build on top of that as a baseline program to allow them to go into more specific requirements based on their wellness issues.
Z Harmony is a place where you come here for peace and harmony. Our future planning is that we are working on a healing garden, which I think will be available to the community around early spring next year, so that people can come, enjoy, relax, and see the nature and the beauty and the butterflies and the flowers, which can give the boost to their mind, body, and soul.
So I think what makes this mission so unique is the way that the patients are treated.
Mindfulness involves just being in a place where you're at and appreciating the things around you, not worrying about what has happened 10 years ago, not worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow or 5 years from now, just appreciating where you're at. And sometimes the place where you are isn't the most pleasant place to be, but it's a place where you can find peace.
We have to learn how to be effective in our living by using addiction to wellness. So it is a galaxy of providers which come together to not only learn from each other, but also become sunshine for many who would want to learn how to live in harmony, equanimity, balance, and mindfulness in our life. That's what we do at Claire.
Outstanding. First of all, my congratulations to the patients that had the fortitude to actually talk on camera.
Yes.
Secondly, the atmosphere is so relaxing. I felt relaxed just by watching it. And thirdly, isn't it wonderful that you have a place at the Harmony that some of the patients can display their work?
Absolutely. That's so important. As I said, we don't kind of put the people on the medical records. We get the gifts out of them and showcase them, and that's the most wonderful, joyful work that we do. In addition, I just want to kind of highlight some of the things. We also provide group therapies. We provide individual psychiatric counseling, forensic psychiatric assessments, couples therapies, marital therapies, and dual diagnosis treatments for people who are struggling with conditions such as addictions and/or depressions and co-occurring disorders, and treatment for adolescents and families who are struggling with the loved ones.
Okay, we're going to take a break now. When we come back with something simply beautiful. Stay with us.